Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we are going to be diving into Reactor and making some cinematic drone sounds inside of Reactor. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, hey everyone, this is going to be a short sound design session, and I'm Danny Xander, or Daniel, music producer and sound designer, and tonight we're going to be diving into creating a cinematic drone sound from scratch using Reactor. This sounds perfect for film scores, ambient tracks, or even intros to your songs. So if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I go live every evening sharing tips, tricks, and anything else related to music production and sound design. So let's dive in. So we're going to start off with an empty reactor space, and we're going to build out our. So if you open up Reactor, you're creating 3 different sections. One is the play section, where you can play instruments that are pre-built inside of Reactor. Next is the patch section, where you can patch together blocks inside Reactor. And lastly is the build section, where you can build custom synth samplers and effects and sound design tools. Then we're going to go into the build section. When you open up the build section, you're going to see the player, library, and the files. Players, anything that's to do with instruments and effects. Library is library from your native instruments downloads or your factory packs. And then lastly, you have your files on your computer, which are your local files. So we're going to go in and we're going to actually start our build. And alright, let's start up with the foundation of our patch. And for that, we're going to use a few key modules. A node in for triggering notes, an LFO module for modulation, an oscillator for the bass sound, and a state variable filter to shape the tone. So I'm going to start off. We're going to add in a note in, and we're going to go to the blocks, bring in our note in, bring in our note in from blocks. Bring in our note in, go into blocks, and block space, blocks, penta blocks. There we go, note in. So that's the first thing we need to add. So after we add a note in, we're going to add a clock, so we can add some timing. So we can have our sequence time or set up to sync with the metronome in the computer. And then after the clock, for timing and pitch, let's grab an oscillator for our basic sound to generate sound for us. So we bring in our oscillator, and then after we've grabbed our oscillator, let's start off with the sound wave before we do anything else, and this will be great for the cinematic sound that we're going to create. And I'll connect it to the note in. So I'm going to connect the note in to the oscillator so that we can get a sound coming from the oscillator, so it responds to incoming notes. And then next I'll add a VCA, which is an amplifier, so that we can control the outgoing volume of our actual synth or custom modular, and a mixer control so basically a mixer control so that we can control the amplitude and blend the sounds. So So we can add a mixer. So it'll look like this. Not like that. That's the wrong one. Mixer looks like stereo levels. So we can go out to the stereo levels because it gives more fine-tuned control over our actual final sound. And once we've added the mixer, actually we'll use a mix 4 because it'll let us blend everything in nicely. And we'll actually delete that and go like that. Then after we're done with that, we'll adjust and we're going to tweak our oscillator and lower its pitch. So I'm going to turn it on. We'll lower the pitch down to 12 semitones. And lower the pitch down to 12 semitones. So let's just get the output working properly. Okay. Just change your output. Okay. Okay. So okay. So we're getting sound again. Going back into our actual device. So I pitched it down, but I'm going to pitch it down some more to 12 semitones. So now that we got our 12 semitones down, I'm going to make some more adjustments and tweak our sound. So now that we've tweaked it down to get a droning foundation, this sine wave works really well, and let's try blending it with a saw wave. So we're going to duplicate our sound, and we're going to need one more thing. Let's send this. We're going to need to put this in a different order, actually. So we're going to take oscillator 1, left and right. Then we're going to take oscillator 2, left and right. Then we're going to put the amp last. see if we can generate a sound. Okay, let's undo that. Let's just work with the basic oscillator. Let's work with the basic oscillator. Let's grab a mix and reconnect this. It's just getting a little bit messy, so I'm going to clean it up just a little bit. Okay. All right. Okay, we're getting some sound again. Okay, so I'm gonna add a filter to adjust this a little bit. Okay. So our filter is actually working on the cutting off the higher frequencies. Okay. And we'll put it in low pass state, which it's already in. And then we'll add a quantizer for some pitch variations. So let's go and add that in quickly. So let's add that in here. Okay, so let's add some reverb, and that'll be it for our finished design. Okay, so we've added in some reverb. Give us some size. And there we go, we've got a drone. You can just take it up a notch by adding an LFO. To our actual oscillator 1. And make sure we name these. Or let's add it to the oscillator 2 actually. Get some more movement. And there we have it. We have our drone sound. And this is our final sound. Star Wars, or very drony. And there you have it. Adjusting a few parameters, tweaking our sound, and you have a cinematic drone created in a few minutes, and it's perfect for adding atmosphere to your tracks or creating tension in a scene. If you enjoyed this section, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I do live streams like this every night, and so tune in for more sound design tips. And if you want to learn sound design in depth, don't forget to check out my sound design course. The link is in the description. See you next time, and happy creating.